Hi everyone, it's Rosine from Valued Women. I hope you are doing really well. This week I wanted to talk to you about your inner critic, and I'm having a smile because I've got 3 steps for you to follow to tame your inner critic. Now, I'm bringing this topic because I can see it a lot in my clients, and before we do anything else, we address the inner critic, because your inner critic is stopping you from making any changes. It's almost grabbing you by the ankle and saying, no, stay there, it's so much more comfortable, you're not going to gain anything from moving or changing. Or it's breaking your confidence. Come on, you're not good enough. Why would you think you're able to do that? You know, that kind of inner chatter? So this is what we're looking at today. For me, there's 2 big definitions of that inner critic. The first one is from Rick Carson, actually, who's written the book Taming Your Gremlin. And he's saying the gremlin is the narrator in your head who wants you to be miserable by reliving the past or by worrying about the future and analyzing the relationship between all sorts of people and all sorts of things. It's basically the source of your negative thoughts, right? So if you've got a negative thought, your gremlin is here. Second definition for me, which is quite complementary, I find, is from Shehzad Shamin, who's written the book Positive Intelligence, and he calls them saboteurs. Your saboteurs are your internal enemy. They're a set of automatic, habitual mind patterns, and each has got their own voice, their beliefs, their assumptions, and all of this works against your best interest, okay? And interestingly, he believes we all have one, which is the judge, the saboteur judge. And the judge also works with 9 different types of accomplices in terms of saboteurs. So it's very interesting to kind of look at that. And I'll talk about that in more details in a later video. But basically, let's get on to these 3 steps, right? The first one for me is really to become aware. Notice how you are, not why you're like that, okay? It's like watching a really good movie. You're very curious, you're very ingrained into it, but actually you're detached from it, right? You're not the movies, you're not in the movie. Don't get dragged in the internal argument, right? Once the thought appears, just notice it and almost kind of letting it go, as opposed to like, oh, but why do you think that? And why is that? And oh, okay, I did this because I did this in the past, or because I'm worried this is going to happen. You know, you can start your own movie in your head. What you want is to stay separated from this movie. And you want to do this from a powerful stance. You know, when you were a baby, you were unapologetic about your needs, what you wanted. I need a cuddle, I want some milk, I need to sleep. You just said it, you cried, and then your parents attended to that. And it's your powerful self before any types of habits and beliefs were put into your mind. And then that's when the mess started, or the inner critic started to appear. And it's the one who's behind your identity and behind your preconceived ideas, right? So just let go of all of that. What you want to do is to become the observer of the inner critic, right? Have that curiosity and observe. That was step number 1, becoming aware. Second step is around breathing. Now, why am I bringing this in the middle? When you breathe, when your breathing is relaxed and clear, you'll be more aware of your inner critic, right? Because you'll move from your head to your body, because when you breathe heavily or when you breathe very deeply, you become aware of your body, and then suddenly your thoughts start to get a little bit, thinner and not so strong. And what I want you to do, and we can practice this now for a couple of breaths, is to breathe deeply. So breathing in through your nose, you allow your belly to round out as you inhale, and allow it to collapse inward as you exhale. So your belly expands, your belly contracts. Breathing in with your belly kind of expanding, and then exhaling as your kind of abdomen collapses. Even doing this, I feel a lot more relaxed. I don't know about you. So that was step number 2, breathe. And the reason you do that is so that you become more aware of your inner critic, remember. Third step, choose to revisit and redecide, right? You're a choice here. When you're listening to the chatter, you're noticing the beliefs, the habits, and the patterns. These are just beliefs, habits, and patterns. You are not your beliefs, habits, and pattern. You're very separate from it. And you are a choice. right? You can decide to not listen to your inner critic, right? You can decide to be like, okay, that's a negative thought. I'm not interested in that. I'm going to put new beliefs and new sentences in my head that will help me. And you can change them and repeat them to your inner critic. You can become your own cheerleader. So I'll give you an example. So instead of saying, I can't do this, gosh, that's just, I can't do this. How about I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to learn something new in the process. And actually, I'm great at trying new things. That's a one. How about I'm not good enough? That's a good one. How about I'm worth it and I can do anything I put my mind to? So let me know in the comment what you think about these 3 steps: becoming aware, breathing, and choosing to revisit and redecide. Because actually this is critical to tame your inner critic. So let me know in the comment how you get on. I look forward to hearing from you. If you've got any other tips that you want to share with the community, just put that in the comment as well. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.